Hello, welcome back to Sushi LiveNoding. In this video, I'm gonna try to recreate a grid of push pin effects using animation nodes. And so at the end result, maybe we can control the push pin using spread chalk or Blender modifier, or maybe even using animation nodes to create some kind of music visualization. So it's kind of like it's a combination of a lot of what we have tried and learned in the past, but I'll try to make it simpler, or because animation nodes is quite different nowadays. So I think it's a nice to try to do this again using the latest version of animation nodes. So we know that it can be vectorized, and we have things like distribute matrices, and we have cylinder mesh. So we're gonna try to do this right away. So cylinder, and we need to output a cylinder. Still, what I found hard to with animation nodes is to output mesh data. So if you type like mesh data and you want to find, okay, mesh data output, it doesn't give you that option. The way you do it is to go to mesh and then find the object output. And this one kind of does output an object at some point. But you still need to combine mesh. That's okay, we're gonna do it anyway this way. So cylinder, polygon, mesh data, and target. So we have this object. And the next thing we want to do is to use object instancer. You notice that this is still alive, but we cannot plug in multiple value here yet. So that's okay. So this is our master cylinder, and we're gonna generate matrix output. So this is the output, how many objects for instance, depending on how many matrices we generate, and the objects goes in here, and we have some kind of a grid of cylinder. So this is the master. I'll keep the master on different layer. I'm gonna save this real quick. So and push pin effect basic. At least we can now generate our cylinder this way, and we can change the radius, the resolutions, all of this, all inside animation nodes. So that's kind of nice. I will actually copy full objects, and the matrices, I'll make this like a 10 by 10. So this can be, oh yeah, 16 or 17 looks good. Or actually it can be smaller, but doesn't matter. The height, should be able to control the height. This guy should update actually. Doesn't seem to be doing it. Wonder why. Maybe I have to keep it on the same layer. Refresh. Okay. 55. Oh yeah, this guy doesn't update. Interesting. Maybe I need to turn this off. Okay. So that's actually keep the height. Interesting finding. So I'll make this 10 by 10 again. So with this already set, we can simply use things like matrix offset. We're gonna offset just the scale, because that's gonna give us an easy way to control the height. Even though this is cheating, we are using the scaling of the objects. I wish we can go back here and plug in the height and radius, but that's okay. Gonna live with this for now. We can scale in the X and Y as well. Don't worry about that for now. So combine vector. This goes in there. We can control this. Like if we use like random number, min and max random number, and plug this into the Z and increase the number of count, we can have this effect. So this actually can be like a sound visualization as well, you know, just dragging the seed. But this is like a fake sound visualizations. Normally you want to really control the height using music like this, using the loudness. This is the most basic one. But there are many ways to do this. Grid is a little bit trickier. Sometimes you want to just start with a linear, for example. Anyway, let's fix this first. The matrices get length. This should go into the number of count for our random number. So if we change this to linear and have it like this, you can kind of fake the music visualization this way. My idea is to have a setup so that I can control the music in real time. Maybe using Python to do that, or I'm thinking of another way to do it. But anyhow, this is like one example how you want to approach the like a push pin effect. You can control the push pin using the texture and Blender modifier. That's maybe I should do that again in the near future. Just continuing with this setup. And you can also control this using procedural texture generators, maybe using Spreadshop or Blender owns procedural texture. That's possible as well. Can do that in 3D. Yeah, but anyway, I think this is a good setup. If you want to play around with a wiggle fall off, this is actually a good way to do it as well. So fall off goes in there. This randomness, amplitude evolutions. So this is actually adding on top of the offset matrices itself. Plug this into the evolutions and we should have that speed, increase the speed. So that's a fake visualization, you know, like as I'm talking, it looks like this is like following my speech, but not really. Linear or grid. Ten by 10, still pretty fast and pretty cool looking. So I guess this is should be like a classic setup. So I will save this setup. I'll save it as pushpin, and pushpin. You can do the same thing using Spreadshop, but probably not this fast in terms of animation speed. It's like almost 30 frames per second. I can increase this to 60 frames per second. Oh, it's okay. Maximum 30 frames, so not too bad. 24 frames. Maybe full screen can be 60 frames per second. Yeah, I think so. This is quite nice effects. I know it's basics and just, but I think still this is should be like a, what do you call it? Like a bundle, like a one notes that simply generate pushpin effects. And currently we are controlling the transformations of this cylinder. But yeah, you can also remember you can also use Blender shape keys and control the shape keys using this way. Shape keys and a single parameter is very easy to control this way. Maybe like a character that sit down and standing up, sit down, standing up. That's you can easily control this way. So yeah, I was hoping like maybe animation nodes at some point can control bones and actually particles as well. So that's going to be really cool. But for now, this is, you know, the basics, transform, attributes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this live coding. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, how I can improve this, make this more complex the way you want it. and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.